Okay, this video is for how to trim a foot. There are different feet out there, so I'm just going to show you one way. So I threw my bowl and now it is leather hard. So how do I know that it's leather hard? Well, I go to touch the sides of this and it does not cave in easily, because what I'm gonna do is I need to turn this upside down. So I've cut it off the bat once, right when I was done throwing it. Now I'm gonna cut it off the bat again. So you always cut it off the bat twice. Okay, I'm going to carefully lift this up. It leaves this ring of clay at the bottom. Tilt this down. Okay, I like to use this wood rib tool, and I'm going to just kind of spin the wheel, and I'm going to get all that off. Okay, I need to get this centered. Okay, upside down. I forgot a trimming tool. Let me go grab that really quick. Okay, I like to use this tool to trim. I call it a chunky handle trimming tool. I'm not going to add water while I trim, and I need to get this centered on the wheel. So I'm going to try to eyeball it and get it centered, and then I'm going to slowly start the wheel. And if this is a clock, I'm looking at a clock, here it's 12 o'clock, here it's 6 o'clock. At about 3 o'clock, I'm going to take the needle tool and I'm just going to hold it around the top until I get a circle all the way around. Okay, so what I'm looking for is that circle to be even all the way around. It's thicker on this side and thinner over here. So where it's thinner, I'm going to push it to that side. A little closer, maybe you can see it better. Okay, I'm going to smooth that over so I can see it better, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to hold the needle tool till I get a circle, and it's thinner over here and thicker over here, so I'm going to push it to where it is thinner. I'm going to smooth that out, and I'm going to try again. Notice I'm doing the circle towards the outside. I'm not doing the circle right in the middle. If I do it here, it's a lot harder to tell where it's thinner and thicker. So we don't do it in there. We do it, I don't know, about an inch out from the side. I can't really tell what I did on that one. So I'm going to smooth that out. We're going to try it again. Okay. I'm going to stop the wheel. All right, that looks pretty good. So I work on getting it centered twice. One is right up here. Okay, and then the other one, and this is the most important one, is I'm going to hold the needle tool out to the side. And I'm going to just hold it, and I want it to hit evenly all the way around. It's hitting over here, and it's missing over here. So where it's missing it, I'm going to push it that way a little bit. And then I'm going to come, and I'm going to do it again. And I want this to hit evenly all the way around. If it already is not centered, then it's never going to be centered. So you will not be able to do that. Okay, I now have it hitting evenly all the way around. Okay, so I took some fresh clay, okay, not really wet clay, this is just fresh clay, and I'm going to use this to stick it on to the bat. So I'm going to take kind of big chunks. I'm going to hold one hand up here, my other hand is going to use it, and I'm going to stick this all the way around because I do not want my bowl to come off my bat. Okay, so I'm using kind of big chunks. We're not wasting it. We can take this off after and use it. But if the clay's super wet, it's just going to smear on there. So we don't want that. Okay, now the first thing I do is just clean off the side. I'm going to get rid of all this kind of excess. And I'm using this, I like to have the pointy side up. I'm holding at about 3 o'clock. And I'm just going to start taking that clay off. I will stop when it looks nice and even and round. Right now I would never stop because it has that weird line. So I'm coming down and I'm going to keep trimming more. All right. Also, those lines that I created to check to see if it was centered, I want to make sure I'm trimming those off as well. I should not, and I'm not adding any water. I don't even have water. Okay, I now have this sharp line, so I'm going to kind of take it down, and I just kind of want to blend it and make it all nice and even. I have not trimmed a foot yet. All I'm doing is cleaning off the side. All right. I can make it more round if I want to, but I don't want to leave any of these lines. So I'm just going to kind of come down Now I've cleaned off the side. Now I want to make the foot. So I'm going to hold this narrow side out at about 3 o'clock, and I'm just going to push straight down. Okay, if you're probably going to want to stop and push down to make sure you're not getting too weak there, but I'm going to just start pushing down. I'm going to create this kind of belly button thing, but we do not stop there. You need to take out this belly button part. So I'm going to hold this flat, and sometimes I'll use this other round side. I'm going to do that. I'm going to kind of start from the middle and pull it outwards. Okay, so I will stop when this is all nice and even. Okay, I'm going to kind of take my finger. I'm going to smooth it out. You want to make sure it's not getting too thin and weak here. And you want to make sure you take that flat part out. Okay? You can make it a thinner foot if you want, but that's about, I don't know, a fingernail width. So then when you're done, you can stop the wheel, make sure it's all nice and smooth. I'm going to take this off. Now, because it's made on the wheel and all bowls are going to kind of look similar, you want to make sure you put your initials on the bottom. All right, and then come get a grade and you are good to go. But that is how you do a foot.